boxes of return mail arriving daily. Each envelope representing a customer who did not receive their important correspondence. A missing person that needs to be located. Weeks may have gone by between the time it was mailed and the time it was returned. Nobody knew the correspondence was coming back, so more reminders may have been mailed, increasing the amount of return mail as each of these reminders also gets returned. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to reduce the amount of returned mail entering your mailroom, reduce the workload associated with return mail imaging, avoid additional mailings to the same address, preventing mailing and postage charges, and most importantly, quickly identify when customer correspondence cannot be delivered, enabling faster action to locate the customer and correct the address. This improves service and helps customers to meet any requirements to obtain or retain benefits within the allowed time frame. Now, you can accomplish this mission with minimal county cost. Starting July 1st, 2025, CalSAWS is offering return mail services to identify mail that will be returning by the next business day. While counties will continue to be responsible for the implementation cost, the ongoing monthly costs will now be covered by the CalSAWS project. Without return mail services, correspondence sent through Central Print is mailed without any U.S. Postal Service verifications. Any mail that is returned comes back to the county mailroom several weeks after it was mailed. Keep in mind that mail with a forwarding address is returned to the county as well, so that the address can be updated for future mailing. On average, 4.5% of all CalSAWS correspondence sent to customers by counties becomes return mail. With return mail services, correspondence sent out through Central Print is compared to 2 Postal Service databases to identify if a letter will become return mail or would benefit from an address update. Correspondence is also verified against the U.S. Postal Service National Change of Address, or NCOA, database. Using the response from these databases, correspondence is categorized into one of 3 paths. 1. The correspondence is expected to be delivered. It is still possible that the envelope will be returned if the mail carrier cannot deliver it for any reason. 2. The correspondence is expected to be delivered, but the address could be improved, which includes recent zip code changes, for example. 3. The correspondence will not be delivered and will be returned to the return address on the envelope. With return mail services, Postal Service suggested address improvements for correspondence that will be delivered can be provided as a report, a task, or both. Additionally, a journal entry can be added to the case, including the suggested address improvement. In addition to the information from the Postal Service, the journal entry includes the forms that were mailed to assist the county staff member in remailing the information once the correct location is identified. The information that the correspondence will not reach the customer is available to the county by the next business day. Locating the correct address for the customer can begin weeks before the envelope is actually returned. By quickly locating the customer, additional mailings to the incorrect address can be avoided, saving postage and mailing costs. But even more importantly, quickly locating the customer can provide more timely information and prevent lapses in benefits, resulting in better customer service. And what about that envelope that is going to be returned? If you want, it can still be returned to your county mailroom. However, CalSAWS return mail services can make that activity easier, reducing administrative burden. You can choose to have your return mail delivered to Central Print rather than your county mailroom. Central Print will verify that you already received the information related to the returned envelope on a report or task. If you previously received the information, the envelope is securely destroyed. The envelope does not have any information that was not included in the task, report, or journal entry. There is no need to handle the envelope or retain an image of it. There is a situation where you did not get notified early that a letter would be returned because the information was not in the Postal Service databases. This situation is referred to as a carrier-initiated return and is a small subset of the total amount of return mail. If the return mail was because of a carrier-initiated return, the envelope is returned because the mail carrier determined that the envelope could not be delivered. For example, the mailbox is not accessible, or the home was destroyed by fire or other natural disaster. In this carrier-initiated return situation, you did not previously get a report or task. If you have chosen to have the return mail sent back to the county, this carrier-initiated return will be included with the other return mail envelopes, making it necessary to sort the return mail to find these envelopes. If Central Print is your return mail location, Central Print will find that you did not already receive the information on a report or task for the carrier-initiated return during the verification process. For these return mail envelopes, Central Print images the envelope and creates a task in CalSAWS. The envelope is then securely destroyed. Crack the code on return mail. Reduce your administrative burden of dealing with return mail envelopes and, most importantly, improve customer service by locating your missing customer weeks earlier, potentially preventing lapses in benefits and reducing postage and mailing costs for additional mail that will also not be delivered. Remember, your mission is to reduce the amount of returned mail entering your mailroom, reduce the workload associated with return mail imaging, avoid additional mailings to the same address, preventing mailing and postage charges, and most importantly, quickly identify when customer correspondence cannot be delivered, enabling faster action to locate the customer and correct the address. This improves service and helps customers to meet any requirements to obtain or retain benefits within the allowed time frame. Return Mail Services makes it mission possible. This message will self-destruct in 30 seconds, but your regional manager will not. If you have any questions about Mission Possible Return Mail, your regional manager can assist.